Hey, Val here. Just wanted to do a quick little introduction for our 3-part Vast and Starlit special. This is going to be our last little bit of bonus content before Season 2 officially begins on August 13th. We talk about this in the episode, but if you would like to find more information about the game we're playing, you can find a link in the episode description. Thank you so much for all of the support, and enjoy our Vast and Starlit special.
Well, that went well. It'll be fine. Everything's
well.
okay. All right, so I guess let's get into it.
Cheers.
Should we introduce ourselves?
I feel like we should.
I think that's probably good.
It's weird to talk and be like, oh, hey, besties.
Hey.
Okay, wait,
You know us, you love
Greetings,
us.
besties.
A lot of times what I do think is funny is we'll do bonus content and then say spoilers, and then Val will just beep it out in recording. So I was going to introduce myself and the character I play, and I do think you guys can still do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'll just censor it out and it'll be like, hi, I
Because it's a
play,
funny
and then
joke
just...
to me. Val, I don't know if you want to start.
Yeah, I can start. My name is Val. I'm the writer and producer of The Heart of Ether. I also voice Rosemary Quinn. What else are we saying about ourselves? This is just, do we want to throw in some fun facts?
Sure, if you want.
Oh, I don't have any fun facts, so. Everything I own is mushroom themed. Because according to my parents, that's my only interest.
They're not wrong. Hello, I am Luka Miller. I play Irene Gray. I did not prepare a fun fact, but I guess I will say that Irene's Instagram fun fact is a personal attack on me.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't intentional, but it is. We have two new guests.
Oh. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Jess, would you like to go
Oh,
first?
all right. Okay. Well, I'm Jessie Smith. I played Dr. Michaels in season 1. And I will be playing. My fun fact is I'm currently dressed like a pirate.
Jess is the only one who dressed up for this. I didn't know we were dressing up today.
I wish I didn't commit to the bit as hard.
It's okay.
Well, I guess that leaves me. Hi, I'm Lauren Tucker. I was not on season 1 of The Heart of Ether, but I will be playing in season 2. Big fan of the show. Really, that's my fun fact. Actually, is that I am the #1 Heart of Ether stan, and I get typecast as and I love it. So you can tell that I've never done anything non-scripted for audio before, so this should be interesting. Yeah.
Very fun.
Yeah, this will be very interesting. Very excited. So, I suppose I will lead us. Oh no, it's coming out.
Oh,
I was gonna try really hard not to default into the bad British
the
accent.
incident report. It's already happening.
Oh no. Okay, well, I will introduce the game we are playing, I suppose.
Cheers.
So, today we are playing Vast and Starlit by Epidaya Ravachol. I hope that I said that right. Okay. Basically, we are all escaped convicts. And we've stolen this ship.
Oh, wild.
Oh,
okay.
we stole the ship.
Yeah.
We stole
Well-
the ship. Interesting.
I thought this was a prison.
No, we were in prison.
We're running away from prison.
Yeah.
So we have all done crime.
Okay.
Oh, that works perfectly well. Yes.
Yes. So this is mostly an improv-based game. We all have made characters. And the other thing is that I am taking on the role of quote-unquote GM. That's not a very strict role. I am here to move the story along. I also have a character. Very excited about it. But so I guess we can just kind of get into introducing our characters first, and we have a few questions that we have to ask each other. And then we get to design our ship a little bit, and then we will get going, and we will end up playing out some scenes together until the vibes signal that we are done. So I don't know who wants to introduce their character first.
Do you want to go first, Luka, just to like give an example?
I can.
Because you know the most about this game.
Also, we can do questions as we introduce our characters. So I guess I can go over that first.
Okay.
And then I will introduce, and we could just go with me as an example. So we have character questions that we get to ask each other after we've been introduced. One of them needs to be off of this list, and I'm just going to say it, and if you do a reminder, I'll say it again. But we have to ask each other at least one of these three. What are you willing to do to be captain? How would we be better off if you led? And what do we lose by not listening to you? However, the other 4 questions can be anything.
Anything?
They are just yes, anything. Yes, anything. Anything about your character.
Anything.
So like,
And I'll say this, I will give you my description. You can be like, where'd you get that scar? And I'll have to answer you.
Oh, I'm so
You get to choose
excited.
things for me. So, I guess I will introduce my character, and we'll go through the first round of questions. So, my character is named Atticus Ashfield. We don't need to get into it. I understand. They sound like X character that is unreleased from Microcosmos. We don't need to talk about it. So basically, Atticus Ashfield had a nice, comfy radio career. You know, they're chilling. But then one day, they got a little too enthusiastic doing this bit about setting off fireworks in a library, and they did get arrested. Because people were like, oh, maybe, you know what? This doesn't sound like someone doing a bit. This sounds like someone who's planning to set off fireworks in the most treasured library on this planet. And so they were preemptively arrested. Some more fun facts about them. I don't actually remember what the thought process behind this was, but I'm going to read it off the document. It says that they are a fish descendant, and they look like Gil from Monster High, but green and without the helmet. I don't remember writing that. But I do think it's important. So, yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
I guess we can go in a circle.
All right. What are the mandatory questions again?
One of them has to be, what are you willing to do to be captain? How would we be better off if you led? Or what do we lose by not listening to you?
Okay, I'll go first. What do we lose by not listening to you?
Oh, should I respond in like the weird voice I'm gonna do?
Yes.
Yeah, why not? Well, I mean, honestly, probably not a whole lot, but I am charismatic, so you'll lose a little bit of entertainment.
It sounds
Right.
like Will Wood.
Thank you.
Okay,
I
well,
do my best.
Well, what happened to the orphans?
I did a good solid report on those, and no one needs to know what happened afterwards. What I do in my spare time is my business.
The blank stare.
Question, how am I supposed to... Okay, here we go. How am I supposed to follow that up? Look, they just want to know where the body's buried. Can you please tell us? The family wants to know.
Hey, listen, I just told this other person that what I do in my spare time is my business, and they're orphans. What family?
Okay.
We've already gotten into murder, and I don't think that's the best way to
gotten
start
into-
this.
Of course, it happens. Okay, so that's 3 questions. do 2 more.
Can you explain your whole fashion thing you have going on?
Oh, I call this revival of the 2014 Tumblr era from
No.
Terran Society.
So true.
Do you like my shoelaces?
No.
No.
I
Why
don't.
not?
I,
Okay. One more.
Jess, it's on you.
What do you have to say about the kin list scandal?
I don't like being called an apologist, okay? But if I see one more person say that I kin from Alpha Beta Omega Fix, I'm going to snap. It was a one-time thing.
We've set a precedent for the rest of this game now.
There's so many layers here.
So you have I had a quirky little radio host coming into this, but you have redefined their entire personality, which is exactly what I was hoping would happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was 5. Who wants to go next?
Jess and Lauren, your characters are connected, right?
Yeah.
That's about to get absolutely destroyed.
Okay, I'll go next then, and then we can do that in a bit. Right, okay, I'm gonna have to come up with a character voice on the spot. I should have thought of this in advance, but
apparently
I didn't.
mine was just Will Wood, so
I mean, radio host, life in the world to come, that's fitting. Anyways, my character's name is Honey Cumberbatch.
say it one more time.
Honey Cumberbatch. It's like Cumberbatch, but it's comb, like honeycomb.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, to sum it up, when her and her wife got divorced, she was very upset about it, and she knew her wife was a big advocate of Save the Bees, because her wife was like a bee hybrid person kind of thing. It's a weird thing. Anyways, her wife is a big advocate of Save the Bees. It got lost in translation to legalize bees, and Honey Cumberbatch got so enthusiastic about it that they were being a public disturbance. But the main thing they got arrested for was they burned down a honey shipment plant because they thought they were freeing the bees from their labor, but no, they just burned down a bunch of trucks. So they didn't know bees were harmed.
Movie.
I love B-movie.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Woman gets divorced, burns down a honey shipment plant. And now she's here.
That's what happens in B-movie. I last time I checked.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All
All right.
okay.
I think I am gonna have to go with the British accent for this character also because Cumberbatch and Cumberbatch.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of Tumblr stuff happening.
We have
That's
Benedict
intentional.
Cumberbatch. We have shoelaces.
Shoelaces?
I have so many regrets already.
Certain things that are just unspeakable.
This was a great idea.
So, who
All
wants
right.
to start with questions?
Um,
Is that Jess? Or who? I don't know. We don't have to go in an order.
okay.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi is so bad, so you guys keep cutting out. But okay. What would you be willing to do to become captain of the ship?
I mean, we already know I'm experienced with fire, don't we? I mean, I'm willing to do it again.
I also like that we've already set a precedent for 2 semi-arsonists in the crew.
Uh-huh. It's like the
Pretty
Daniel
fun.
Jacoby Kiddies. They did not come to play this time.
I don't think Honey is a semi-arsonist. She burned down.
Atticus was going to be an arsonist, and then they got arrested. Jacoby's on Atticus's kin list, actually. That was the scandal.
That was the scandal.
Okay, but I think Lauren, you're next.
Yeah, I was gonna ask why you threw the priceless wedding ring into the ocean.
Someone just finished watching an episode of Annabelle, I see.
I was thinking about Titanic, and
Oh.
but okay. But I know which one you're talking about.
You know, after she left me, you know, I was just so heartbroken. You know, I just did it without thinking. I mean, I tried to swim after it. I mean, I regretted it, of course, but you know, then I ended up almost drowning, and it was the whole thing. You know, I'm good with fire, not water.
Why is your hair that color?
Sometimes, interesting things happen when you do a home dye. Sometimes you're hoping to get sort of a purple-pink ombre, and instead you get more of a color that hasn't been named yet, and you think it's from another planet. Sometimes you order from a brand you never heard of, with no reviews, and sometimes it doesn't turn out that well.
All right. Who took the kids?
She did. Been asking to see them for a couple months now, but she always says they're busy with school. If you're hearing this, please, I've been paying child support. Please. Next question.
So,
This is the last one, right?
Yeah.
the pressure's on. I mean, you hate to ask, but like the B2 humanoid makeup of the kids, has that been interfering in any way?
I mean, our kids have special needs, special dietary needs, but we make do. I mean, it's pretty common on her home planet, so she knew what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why she got the kids. I don't know. I know how to do it too. I was there when they were born. I know how to feed them, just as well. Even if I don't have bee parts.
Oh man.
Anyways, I'm glad that's over.
Okay, so which of you wants to go first?
Okay, I'll go. So I'm playing Lord Jensen, Jarvis, Aloysius, Augustine, Maximilian, Rupert, Edmund, Cedric, Von Marius, Desmond, Constantine, Remington III.
Okay, what was the first name?
Lord Jensen, Jarvis, Aloysius, Augustine, Maximilian, Rupert, Edmund, Cedric.
Jensen. Lord. I'll give you a lord.
And so
I can't sing awards. I don't want to get copyrighted because I was about to launch into like.
So I was a prince at this really big, kingdom. But unfortunately, my parents did kick me out, because I didn't take my tea the way they liked it. So, they kicked me out, and I became a pirate. And, it was all good, being a pirate. Everybody loves being a pirate. Until I tried to pickpocket this beautiful woman, and she had no money. And so we just we kept talking, and one thing led to another, and now we've been married about 23 times. And the reason I'm here is because I want to break so many laws. And the specific reason this time was I was arrested for unbouncifying all of the pickles in Con-Necked I Cut 26. But the thing is, they arrested me while I was doing acrobatics on a bike in Illinois 42. So, it is what it is. I try my hardest.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, should I start again for questions?
I don't know the order. I think Lauren is next. Yes.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember what the question was that we haven't had yet from the list.
We haven't had. How would we be better off if you led?
So how would we be better off if you led?
Well, everybody wants a sexy captain. Advertisement. It's all about advertisement these days. Monetization.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I noticed the way you said an interesting name. Could you pronounce? This is a terrible question, but I just need to hear it, so I'm gonna say it, and I think it will say a lot about you as a person. How do you pronounce the phrase OHIO?
Ohio.
Stick the landing.
Okay, good. Got it.
I like to think that, like, in the galaxy they're from, this is like a big, like, this is like our version of like GIF or GIF. Like, it's a big thing. Like, everyone says it different.
Well, I'm thinking about how we've been making Cecil Palmer jokes about throughout this recording, and very specifically just chose to play a character who can't say Connecticut, which I think is really funny. But anyways, moving right along.
What was the reason for your last divorce?
Well, sometimes it's very difficult to find a common ground when your wife can't get past the fact that you love to drink cherry blossom body spray. So things happen sometimes. It was very hard for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine.
Uh-huh. Why specifically cherry blossom body spray, and have you managed to overcome that since remarrying?
No. Cherry blossom body spray has a way of coating the throat and the orifices. In a way like in a way like no other. I do also sometimes drink peach body spray, and cucumber perfume. It varies day to day.
Uh-huh.
I see.
Okay. I guess this is the last one. What is your favorite part about your hat?
Well, I really enjoy the raccoons that live underneath it.
You brought raccoons with you to prison because I stuck them in under your hat. And they've just been chilling.
I can introduce you to them if you want.
Oh, please. Yes,
Please
please
do.
do.
Please.
All right. Well, this is an audio medium. Well, this one is called Jeremy, and he really loves bodily fluids. And
Oh.
this one is called Vivian, and she really enjoys the movie Ratatouille made by Disney and Pixar.
That's an old one.
So true.
Yeah. And this one is simply called Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concombre 3-in-1 Base Aloo. And she really enjoys reading me little bedtime stories.
Perfect.
There's more raccoons.
Cheers.
Mhm.
Cheers.
All right, Lauren.
All right. So my name is Friday Jones. And you might have already met my husband. I just call him Jensen. He's really got this long sort of name that nobody's got the time to say. But a little bit about me. I grew up on a livestock transport ship, a fairly large sort of thing, and I used to ride the cows from end to end, and it was just little old me bouncing along on the cows, and it was really a lot of fun. And it's also sort of where I got my proficiency for firearms. So, but I got to be a little bit of the nuisance on a ship. I don't really know what happened. It was probably a mistake, but my family did leave me on a farm planet, tender age, 9 years old.
Damn.
And then, you gotta do what you gotta do to make money, as far as, guns go. So, turn to maybe some activities that kind of maybe a little bit violent, maybe a little illegal, but that is how I met, well, sort of, it's how I met my husband, and like you said, I've kind of lost track. I believe it was 22 times we've been married, something like that. And I made the mistake of trying to break my husband out of prison and got caught in the process. And then there was a successful jailbreak, which I'm mighty happy about.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
All right.
Sorry, I realized while you were reading that I had read the wrong side of the bottle and that there is an English side.
Uh-huh. Yes.
What do we lose by not listening to you?
Whole lot of expertise with firearms. That's for starters. I know a good thing or two about cows. So, I mean, you're losing a lot of cow knowledge.
Well, we don't want to lose any cow knowledge, do we?
Shut the fuck up.
Where was I? Cow knowledge?
Okay. Cow knowledge.
And a general sense of security in brain cells, I think.
Well, that's a quite rude implication, Miss Jones.
Didn't say I was nice.
Well, okay. Well, I'm turning to the...
I was like,
yeah,
I know who this is, but the listeners do not.
Arthur's joined the call. Arthur's joined the call now. All right.
How come you never learned how to use a phone?
When you're on a livestock ship, what do you need a phone for? You got cows? You got cows that you can ride from end to end of the ship? What do you need? You need to waste your time talking to people? Well, you could talk to cows. And then when you get onto a farm planet, well, same thing. You're talking to corn. You're not talking to people on the phone. What do you need that for? What do you need that for? And also, they scare me, but that's... I'm not ready to get that vulnerable with y'all, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, whose turn is it?
Yours.
When were you planning on Darling, when were you planning on telling me about the superpowers?
Do you know how hard it is to manage new superpowers when you get to be a woman of my age that's already established herself in the sort of crime division, the other side of that? But I was gonna tell you, as soon as you stop drinking that cherry blossom nonsense all the time, just drinking us out of house and home. So maybe you gotta give a little to get a little, Jensen.
Yes, darling.
So I know you don't like cherry blossom, but, like, what is your favorite flavor to drink?
Unfortunately, my friend, I cannot yes and you on that one. My new friend, because, you know, if one thing you gotta know about Friday, there's a line. And drinking the cherry blossom, whatever that is not supposed to go in your mouth or orifices, is beyond that line. So I will not be partaking in that.
In that sinful drink.
That's devil's brew. I'm convinced.
All right.
Not the devil's brew.
All right. Last question.
Yay.
What happened to the family cat?
When you get left on a farm planet with a cat that has never been on solid ground, and you are 9 years old, and also, you know, you gotta make a little bit of... You sell the cat, and I do regret it every day, because then I didn't have any friends. But it's okay. So there was a transaction, probably the last legal one of my entire life, where I sold a cat to a very nice family, who needed a milk supply for the winter.
Don't you want a cow farm?
This was after the cow. This was after the cows. This was after...
Okay.
I wish.
Got it.
You know, you can milk a cat, too. You can milk anything you try hard enough.
I see. All right, so I feel that we are well introduced.
Uh-huh.
So next questions we answer together.
Okay.
We gotta bounce ideas off of each other. And we're gonna be designing our ship.
Amazing.
Okay.
So, number 1. How is our vessel unique?
I always think it's really cool when spaceships have, like, cloaking devices or stuff and stuff like that in sci-fi.
I was gonna say it's transparent.
Ooh!
So we could,
Same
like,
brain.
combo that.
Yes.
It's like a glass house. Yeah. You can just see everything.
Oh my god. Friday, are you Wonder Woman? Is this your invisible jet?
Okay. Can I,
What if we think it has a cloaking device, but it's just made of, like, transparent
It's the complete
material?
opposite. You can see directly into the ship. Maybe it's some sort of, like, we think it's like a two-way mirror scenario, whatever those are called. We think because we can see out everywhere. and we think that it's like a mirror on the other side that like reflects the void of space, so we're completely no, it's just a glass ship.
Glass ship.
Glass ship.
Now, I really like this next question. I think you're gonna like it too. How is it quirky or temperamental?
I mean, we were just talking about 2014 Tumblr.
Oh no.
I do.
We stole it from the president.
Yes.
I was gonna say, I think that the quarters of the ship are in fact sorted based off of 2014 Tumblr fandoms.
And that also ties into temperamental.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, definitely. I do also like it being stolen from the president, because I think if we're gonna get in the Wayback Machine, we might as well just commit to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this next question is basically what's going to be driving the plot. Not to. I don't know why I did that.
Felix Cavillion.
Felix Civilian joining the crew for today.
Cheers.
What does it lack that we need?
A sense of family.
Oh.
You know what this ship needs is some love.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe the real ship parts was the friends we made along
The
the way.
ship is powered by love.
Yeah.
And it's about to fall out of the sky.
Okay, well, the note that I had that was going to drive the plot was that the engine is breaking, but I think that's a metaphor for these bonds that our characters have that are just, they're being torn apart. They've got to fix this family one way or another.
Yeah, no, the friendship dies, the ship dies.
Okay, so I think that's pretty solid. So now we have to answer some individual questions about the ship. There's two there. I'll ask them to each of you. I can start if we want. So the first one is, how is the vessel home? Well, I think Atticus, as someone who has built their image in 2014 Tumblr, walked onto the ship and was like, finally, this is it.
This is the Tumblr like island that people would post about back in the day.
Yep.
Like, this is what it's like.
And the other question is, where do you find sanctuary in it? I think Atticus lives wherever the Super Hulock corner is.
That's what I was gonna say.
I was gonna suggest
Yeah.
the
That's what I
ball
was-
pit.
yeah.
Oh, no, you're right. Atticus finds sanctuary in the ball pit.
I don't want to, like, push in on your thing.
No, you're right. I think the ball pit is, like, right next door to the Super Hulock corner.
Yeah.
Well, wait,
I think
guys,
maybe the
wait.
Super Hulock corner is
Imagine,
the bridge, and then there's, like, the ball pit is, like,
The
in
ball
the
pit
bridge.
is the bathroom.
Do not.
Why do you have to say that to me? When you go in the bridge, Atticus asks you if you have an extra hour in the ball pit. So I guess who wants to go next?
I can go.
All right, Lord Jensen. How is the vessel home?
Well, it's home to me because my raccoons like it.
I think the raccoons like the ball pit, probably.
Yeah.
Where do you find sanctuary in it?
I really like the forbidden section of the ship that has Danganronpa discourse posts. But also I spend a lot of time in the dark academia section as well.
So true.
Okay, yeah, uh-huh.
All right, honey or Friday next?
I'm trying to remember every Tumblr subculture that exists, because all my brain is giving me is Homestuck, and I'm not doing that.
Yeah, who's taking on the Homestuck burden?
I know nothing about this media, so I probably shouldn't.
I unfortunately do. Can we cut that out?
Can we cut out the admission of guilt in there?
Okay, so I guess, honey, how is the vessel home?
After the divorce, I was kind of a wanderer. I really didn't have anywhere to go. I just kind of drifted from planet to planet, and this is the first vessel I've been on that really feels like, I could settle down here, take off my boots, have a nice warm cup of tea without honey because, those bees are overworked as shit.
The bees need to unionize.
Where do you find sanctuary in it?
So I do think honey finds sanctuary in the I did the first half in character. I probably do the second half. I actually quite like the Welcome to Night Vale little like communications room, just because they have all. I look at the characters Kiesel and Carlos, and I just think of what could have been,
Okay.
Cheers.
Friday. How is the vessel home?
Well, Vessel's a lot homier than being an orphan on a planet you don't know. And I like it because it's about as big as... It's home because it's about as big as the one that I spent the beginning of my life on. So I can, close my eyes and kind of imagine that maybe there's some cows or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Where do you find sanctuary in it?
That would be, the gun range.
And that's the Homestuck one. I'm joking.
I don't know why we said that the ball pit was the bathroom when Homestuck Sharpie bag was right there.
There is...
Okay.
Guys...
Well,
that was great. I have to be going now.
Okay, well, we are done with our questions.
Are we starting the game now?
We are starting the game now.
All right. Stay tuned next for part 2, where the Tumblr jokes unfortunately only get worse. The Heart of Ether is a podcast made by Three-Eyed Frog Presents. This special features Val West, Luka Miller, Jesse Smith, and Lauren Tucker. Music is produced by Luka Miller. Vast Starlit is created by Epadiah Ravachol. To follow the show and find transcripts, you can follow us on Twitter and Tumblr at Heart of Ether. Questions and comments can be emailed to us at heartofether@gmail.com. Want to help support the show? Rate and review us on iTunes and Podchaser, and talk about the show using #HeartOfEtherPod. If you want to support us financially, consider buying us coffee. It really does help. Thank you for listening.